Welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Khans of Tarkir Spoilers Reviews. It's quite apparent now that I have absolutely nothing better to do with my time, so let's get started. First off, we have Utter End. Posted literally seconds after my last episode, this 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 white instant spell allows you to exile target non-land permanent. It does what you think it does, and it does it pretty well. Nothing more I can say about this. 4 mana removal that can take care of pretty much anything, except for a deadly scary land. Hits everything except for hexproof, so of course this card is a great removal. 3 for standard, because I think there might be better removal options in the format. And a 5 for draft because it removes stuff, and removing stuff is godlike and limited. Avalanche Tusker, I think, may be the very first woolly mammoth warrior in Magic the Gathering. But I'm just nitpicking at this point. He is a 4/4 for 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 red. And whenever he attacks, target creature defending player controls blocks it this turn, if able. So this guy, you can pick what blocks it. However, the defending player can still choose to dual block him, so you gotta keep that in mind. He is kind of like a pseudo removal in that you can kill off specific things when he attacks, but it really isn't all that great in my opinion. He gets a 2 for standard and a 3 for draft. Rakshasa Vizier is another 4/4 for 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 green, and 1 blue this time around, and he has whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from your graveyard, put that many 1/1 counters on him. So this guy obviously works off of Delve, where you load up your graveyard, then exile them away with your Delve cards. However, Delve doesn't seem very strong to me right now. You have to first load up your graveyard, then cast a card with Delve in order for this guy to be anything more than a 4/4. Doesn't seem too powerful to me. He gets a 1.5 for standard and a 2 for draft. Ankle Shanker is here, folks, and he's been shanking some ankles for sure. Besides having the coolest name in Magic the Gathering history, he is also a 3/3 with haste for 2 colorless, 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black. Seeing a theme here, aren't we? Additionally, whenever he attacks, creatures you control, including him, gain first strike and death touch until the end of turn. This is my favorite of this little cycle of general guys, and he is a 33 first strike death touch when he attacks, for 5. Already, that's pretty good, but he spreads the love to all creatures you control. That is nuts, friends! Makes blocking literally impossible, and allows you to run over your opponent even with a small army of 1/1 dorks. Gets a 4 for standard and a 5 for draft. Wingmate Roc legitimately might be the very first mythic bird in Magic the Gathering. Long dead are the times of old where the skies were filled with 2 4s for 4. This bird is Suntail Hawk on steroids. Same ribbon in the art, yo. He costs 3 colorless and 2 white to play, and is a 3/4 flying with raid. Whenever Wingmate Roc enters the battlefield, and you had attacked this turn, he comes into play with a clone of himself. That's right, another 3/4 flyer, albeit without the second ability. Still, 6 power in the sky for 5 mana? I'll take that any day. Also, Wingmate has whenever he attacks, gain 1 life for each attacking creature. Well, that just seals the deal, folks. Best bird in North America, OP-ness is high, gains life, is a huge threat, has evasion, 4 for standard, 5 for draft. This guy is great, folks. Welcome to the I Got Fucking Food Poisoning Khans of Tarkir shitty super bonus review. Lucky for you guys that I got food poisoning by $1 crab soup that I bought at some stupid ass restaurant, and I'm passing the savings on to you! Temur Charger is a 3/1 for 1 colorless, 1 green, and his art is eerily similar to me using the bathroom. He is the first of yet another cycle in this set, and he comes in with Morph. His Morph cost is reveal a green card from your hand. When this horse, who actually looks more like a boar, so Wizards is obviously fucking lying to us, is flipped, he gains trample until the end of the turn. So he's, he's like a 3/1 with trample for a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna play him, and I think he sucks. Well, fuck it. I hate these. I hate Morph. I hate Morph Cost. It doesn't do anything. Shit. I hate it. One for standard, one for draft. Keep this gravy train rolling, shall we? Literally, like, it's coming out of my body. You know, I'm basically doing this video in the bathroom. Anyway, the white card in this Morph cycle is Watcher of the Roost. This 2/1 flying bird soldier is even more fucking terrible than the Boar Horse. 2/1 flying for 3 is okay. Actually, that's better than 3/1. Shit. For draft, it's whatever, it still sucks, and its morph is really goddamn terrible. When he's flipped, you gain 2 health. That's all it does. Why would anybody want that? I know it's like, quote unquote free, as long as you reveal a white card from your hand, but it still fucking sucks. This horribly mutated bird and or man gets a 1 for standard and a 2 for draft, because he still can fly. Dragon Eye Savanes. The blue card? Savanes? Really? Honestly, I'm still waiting for the Rain Man Legendary myself, but I digress. He is a 0/6 human wizard for 1 colorless and 1 blue. No, I know 0-attack creatures are bad, but I like them because I'm a bad player, and because fuck you and your opinion. This is my bonus super special, and yeah. Again, just like the other cards, you need a blue card to be revealed in order to flip this guy. And when you do, you may look at your opponent's hand. Okay, that ability does literally not a thing. Not one thing does this do. So, does this creature, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there with like a dull, somewhat uninterested look on its face. Anywho, guy has a fat ass, 0 for standard, 2 for draft, cause he's hard to get by in a draft. Ruthless Ripper is the black card of the shitty cycle, and it's actually the first good one. He's a 1/1 with Death Touch for 1, and I'm like the biggest Typhoid Rats fan on the planet, so I instantly love this guy. He's a 5 out of 5. Just kidding, that's not the real rating. I got you guys. I fooled ya. Anyway, this guy's morph is deal 2 damage to the opponent, and that is not bad either. It's not good, but if you want to more flip him for whatever reason, you do it 2 extra damage, and you can surprise block him with the surprise Death Touch block. Got him. 1.6 for standard, 3 for draft. I like him, he's passable. The final card in this cycle, oh thank god, it's finally over. Horde Ambusher, the red card. He's a 2/2 for 1 colorless and 1 red. Red Bear. I like him already, and you can flip him by, you guessed it, revealing a red card from your hand. However, this guy has a random ass downside, where whenever he blocks, he deals 1 damage to you. What the fuck is that about? Why can't he just be a regular bear? Why he gotta hurt me for? Yeah, when you flip him, target creature can't block this turn. Whoopie doopie doo. He's bad, at least I don't like him. Fuck him, he sucks. He gets a 1 for standard and 1 for draft. Flying Crane Technique is a card I personally am very excited about. I am an aggro player. I like red and white. They are my best friends. Or my only friends, maybe by this point. I don't know, I'm pretty lonely. This instant speed spell for 3 colorless, 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 white gives all of your guys flying and... oh my fucking god, Josh. Anyway, Flying Crane Technique gives all of your guys flying and double strike until end of turn. That's like a really ballsy card, and I love it. It will win the game 99.9% of the time you cast it, and you turn everything sideways, and your opponent can't even blink, because he's a fucking idiot. Gets a 2 for standard, because cards like this I think need to be a little bit cheaper to be playable in that format, and gets a 3 for draft. I like it, and that's a good enough reason for me. And capping off this super, I'm fucking sick, fucking super surprise episode is Raid Spoils. This card gets minus 10 points to Gryffindor for not actually having Raid on it. It's an enchantment for 3 colorless and 1 black, and it gives all your guys +1 attack, and whenever a warrior, underline that, it's warriors only, deals combat damage, you may pay a life. If you do, you may draw a card. That's a powerful effect, folks. but it's only warriors, so this card is an asshole and thinks the only warriors can be raiders, even though I think raiders are actually like, you know, thieves and stuff too. But it's a strong card. I like it. These effects are strong, and I like them. The only passable black card besides the Ruthless Ripper I've seen so far in the set, and it gets 2 for standard and a 2 for draft, cause the Warriors thing. Last and definitely least for this episode is Ghostfire Blade, an artifact equipment for 1 colorless and 3 equipped cost. Equipped creatures get +2/+2. Simple pimple, right? As a small upside, if the creature you wish to equip is also colorless, the equipped cost is reduced to 1, making it significantly better. But in all honesty, how many good colorless creatures will there be in this set? And my guess is not too many, given that it's a tricolor kind of wedgy thing. So, +2/+2 for 4 doesn't really do anything for me. Gets a 2 for standard and a 1.5 for draft. Alrighty folks, thanks for letting me make your ears bleed again today. Remember to subscribe and like for more spoiler reviews. Also, I promise Simon is working hard on another MTG lore episode. Ta hear you later!